Hey scholars! Welcome to Mathora. I'm Miss B and you'll be learning with me. Today, we're dividing fractions, the simple way. By the end of this lesson, you'll understand what happens when we divide fractions, how to apply the rule, and what the word reciprocal really means. This lesson connects to standards MA6 AR 1.1. Multiplying and dividing fractions, and mixed numbers. Here's what we'll do today. Start with a quick opener. Next, we'll learn how to divide fractions step by step with clear instructions. Then, you'll get a chance to practice what you've learned in our check for understanding. So let's start with our opener. Before we divide fractions, we need to remember how to multiply fractions. So go ahead and multiply and simplify 1/6 times 2/8. Pause the video and press play when you're ready for the reveal. So we have 1/6 times 2/8. And before I multiply straight across, I like to simplify first. So I take numbers that are across from each other and I see if they can be reduced. I know that I can simplify 2 and 6 by dividing them both by 2. So I have 2 divided by 2 and 6 divided by 2. Now I need to rewrite my problem and replace those numbers. So we have 1/6 divided by 2 is 3 times 2 divided by 2 is 1/8. Now I can multiply straight across and that's going to give me 1/24. And that is my final answer and it's already reduced. Before we start, let's review a few words you'll hear a lot today. The first word is reciprocal. A reciprocal is what you get when you flip a fraction. The numerator and the denominator switch places. Reciprocal. The next phrase is whole number as a fraction. Every whole number can be written over 1. So 3 is 3/1 and 7 is 7/1. This keeps everything in the same format when we divide. Simplify. We won't spend time simplifying today because we already covered that in another video, but I'll link that quick simplifying hack at the top of the screen. So remember to simplify your fractions as your final answer. Equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions look different but represent the same value. So if you forget to simplify, it's okay. Your answer still means the same thing. So now that we've gone over our vocabulary terms, let's go over how to divide fractions. So we have 4 steps of how we're going to divide fractions. Step 1 is, as you're rewriting the problem, because each problem is going to need to be rewritten because of the 4 steps you'll see. As you're rewriting the problem, step 1 says keep the first fraction the same. Step 2, you're going to change the division sign to multiplication sign. So step 1, keep the fraction the same. Step 2, change the sign to multiplication. So keep, change. Let's talk about flip. Step 3, flip the second fraction. That's your reciprocal. So now we have keep, change, flip. And our 4th and final step is multiply straight across. That's it. Simple and consistent. You can simplify at the end if needed, but remember, equivalent fractions still hold the same value. Example 1. We have a fraction divided by a fraction. 2/4 divided by 3/4. Keep, change, flip, then multiply straight across. So I like to simplify before I multiply straight across so I can already have a simplified answer as my final answer. So looking at the numbers diagonal from each other, I see 4 and a 4, and they both can be reduced if I divide them both by 4. Now I need to rewrite my problem. So that's going to give me 2/1 because 4 divided by 4 is 1 times 1 because 4 divided by 4 again is 1/3. And it's going to give me my final answer of 2/3. Now this is optional if you want a simplified answer or your instructions say to provide a simplified answer. If you're not providing a simplified answer, you need to ensure that you have the equivalent fraction. So if you have the equivalent fraction of 8/12, you also have the correct answer to this problem. Example 2. We have a fraction divided by a whole number. Before we start the four-step process of this problem, let's rewrite it. Based on our vocabulary, we know that every whole number can be written over 1. So now that we have two fractions, let's start the four-step process. Step 1 is keep the first fraction. Step 2, change the division sign to a multiplication sign. And step 3, flip the second fraction. Before I multiply straight across, I'm going to check the numbers diagonal from each other to see if they can be reduced any further. The first pair I'm going to check is 1 and 4. 1 and 4 is already reduced. Now 2 and 3. And 2 and 3 is already reduced as far as it can be. So now we can go ahead and multiply straight across. 3 times 1 is 3, 4 times 2 is 8, and that gives us our final answer of 3 over 8. This is a simplified version, and I did not manipulate the fraction problem, so therefore this is the only correct answer. Example 3. We have a mixed number divided by a fraction. This one looks scary, but it's really not. You do have to add another step, but it's not scary. It's something you learned in the 3rd or 4th grade. In step 1, it says, keep the first fraction the same. Well, in this problem, the first number is not a fraction. It is a mixed number. That's why it's very important to understand vocabulary terms in math. So in order to keep the first fraction the same, we have to turn the mixed number into a fraction. Quick recap of how to change a mixed number into a fraction. You're going to multiply the whole number by the denominator. Then you're going to take that number and add it to the numerator, and that's going to give you your brand new numerator, and your denominator is going to stay the same. So in this problem, we have 1 times 2 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. So our new numerator is going to be 3 over 2 because our denominator is going to stay the same. Now our problem says 3 over 2 divided by 3 over 4. We want to keep the first fraction the same, now that is a fraction, change the division sign to a multiplication sign, and flip that second fraction. We have the problem 3 over 2 times 4 over 3. Now let's simplify before we multiply straight across. We have 2 and 4. 2 and 4 can be reduced by 2, so I'm going to divide 2 and 4 both by 2. And then also we have 3 and 3 diagonal from each other, and they can be both reduced if I divide them by 3. Now I need to rewrite my problem, so that's going to give me 1 over 1 times 4 divided by 2 is 2 over 3 divided by 3 is 1. Now we can multiply straight across, and that's going to give me 2 over 1, or you can say 2. Now, if you did not simplify before multiplying straight across, here are the two equivalent fractions that are also the correct answer. So you have an answer of 12 over 6 or 6 over 3. You are also correct. Great work. Your turn to try. Use the 4-step process for each problem. Pause the video, solve both problems, and press play to check your work. The more you practice these steps, the faster it'll click. Try to memorize the rule so you won't need notes next time. If you want more practice, grab your free worksheet linked in the description. It matches the exact examples that you were given today in this video. If you want to keep building your fraction skills, check out the other quick videos right here. I'm Miss B, and this is Mathora, where learning is made clear. See you next time. Bye, scholars.